Hey guys, what's up? It's me, True Story. Hi. I know it's been a minute, but I am here. Y'all, it's just been so much going on. I just got in, y'all. The garage light just turned off, but whatever. But yeah, it's been so much going on, and I just really been feeling the energy of regression. I've been feeling the energy of stagnicity. What I realized is right now that what I need to do is go on a cleanse, go on a detox, a total elimination process. And so I wanted to talk to you guys who may be feeling that, and how do you actually pull out of that energy, and how do you reactivate the chakras inside of you, like your crown chakra, so that you can have clarity, your heart chakra, so that you don't have any hatred, any malice. You're able to show compassion, you're able to observe from a place of non-judgment. Those things, when you actually tap into those things, that's when you actually start to be free. You actually start to tap into abundance. You start to tap into direction from source. And so it's so important to get there. And even with that being said, we also have to monitor what we're ingesting and what we're putting into our bodies. We have to monitor what type of things we are allowing to manipulate ourselves, manipulate our mood, manipulate our thought processes, right? As far as like what you are watching, what you're listening to, who you're having in your circle. One of the things that I realized that I need to do also during my cleansing process is to detox my hair. Yeah, I realized that my hair is holding a lot of energy. There's a lot of people that I need to let go of. There's a lot of memories that I need to come to terms with. There's a lot of what else? There's just a lot of internal things that I need to address. And I know that my hair is an extension of my nervous system. So the energy that is in my hair is also affecting, my thought process, my intuition, how I'm receiving downloads. And so I realized that I need to detox my hair. So I said, for however long I go through my spiritual journey, I will also be detoxing my hair every day. And then I'm going to cover my hair, because your hair is, well, my hair, I don't know about anybody else's hair, but my hair is a magnet. And so it will draw things in. My hair also really draws a lot of attention to me. And during my time of solace, I kind of want to really just be internal. I don't want to I will engage with people, but the more that I can be silent, the more that I can stay to myself, the better off it will be for my spiritual journey. So that's another thing to consider if you are going through your spiritual process. If you want to go on a hiatus, or go into solace mode, or just kind of like do a self sabbatical. Another thing that I will be monitoring on this journey is my intention behind the things that I'm doing. And so I want to be able to remain in a space of presentness. I don't want to be thinking about my past, and I don't want to be thinking about the future. I want to think about right now. And so every day I'll be looking into how can I tap into my purpose on that day, and whatever the spirit leads me to on that day, that is what I want to do. That's what I want to accomplish. And so that's why it's so important also, before you actually start your day, to have that dialogue with yourself, to have that internal time, to have that reset, so that you can go into your day clear, you can go into your day full, go into your day whole. And so instead of like kind of just winging it, and I've been on a just winging it kind of day, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just wing it. I really want to be intentional in this season. And Also, another thing that I'll be doing is making sure that I'm not emotionally led. Like, I don't want to be doing things based off my emotions, based off how I feel. That's another thing that I've been doing a lot lately. Like, I don't feel like doing this and I don't feel like doing that. Y'all know, like, I'm an entrepreneur, but at the end of the day, I don't be feeling like doing nothing, right? I don't be feeling like dealing with these kids. I don't be feeling like going to work. I don't be feeling like it. I just don't be feeling like it. And so, I got to get out of that. And especially with the things that I'm self obligated to, because even though I don't feel like it, like, I still go to work, right? I still take care of the kids, right? I'll still cook, I'll still clean, all these things that even if I don't feel like it, I will still do it, right? So, but why am I not doing that when it comes to myself, like the things that I personally want to do, right? Like doing my podcast, doing my show, like, if it's a lot going on in the household and my mood is off and my energy is off, then I'm like, no, I'm not doing my show today. And I have to get out of that. That is purpose. That is divine. That is a divine assignment that I have, right? And so I want to make sure that I show up for that. I want to make sure that I show up for myself in those things that I commit to doing, in those things that, I those things that I want to be accountable for, right? And so making sure that I am following the plan despite how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the goal. Follow the plan despite how I feel. One of the hardest things for me is to pull myself out of mood. Pull myself out of feelings. Like your girl be in her feelings. Like I be in my feelings a lot. And I have to grow out of that, right? That is a very I don't want to say immature, but it's a very, I don't know the right word to use. But at this phase in my life, like I should be out of that whole process. And so, that's me self-assessing things that I need to deal with, things that I need to change. And so, you want to do the same thing for your situation. You want to do the same things for yourself. What is it that you look at that has really been a setback, that has really been the obstacle, has really been a struggle for you to overcome? And figure out what triggers you may notice that come about when you're in those situations. And then when you figure out what those triggers are, figure out ways that you can address it before the trigger, you know, takes you down that path of what you don't want or where you don't want to go. So like I know for me, for instance, if somebody, is just being real negative, if somebody's, you know, I might, like, for instance, let's use my show. So if I'm about to go, record my show, and just right before it, there's some type of negative interaction, my whole entire mood is thrown off, right? I have to be able to pull myself back. I have to be able to pull myself out of that, and be able to have experiences without judging them, without judging people, without, being any type of giving any type of emotion to it, right? And come back to what I have in that present moment. And that's why I said it's so important to be present, to be ever present. And so that's what I'm going to be working on during this spiritual journey. And so if you are on your spiritual journey, these are some things that you should consider as well, like elimination. I can't stress the importance of elimination. As a matter of fact, that's going to be the next topic on the podcast: elimination. We have to eliminate our bodies of waste. We have to eliminate our bodies from toxicity. We have to eliminate our mind from conditionings. We have to eliminate our minds from thoughts and ideologies that we don't agree with, but we've been following just because we might want to people please, or, you know, we never really thought about if it was true or not. Like the ideology of that I just heard, that modesty, right? I was listening to a young lady. Her channel is called Dark Feminine Consciousness, I think. I want to say that's what her channel is called, Dark Feminine Consciousness. But and she talks about the ideology of modesty, and how modesty is a European concept. And I was like, that's a European concept. That's wild, because, you know, I've always felt like that a woman should be covered up, you know. I always felt like, you know, you shouldn't show yourself, you know, especially in a vulgar or a vague manner. And then she said that, well, you know, our ancestors, black women, our ancestors, they were not covered up. As a matter of fact, they did not like to wear clothes at all. They were naked, right? And it wasn't a perverted thing. It was very natural. It was very free, you know. It wasn't something that, you know, they thought of as uh, vulgar. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in today's society, we attach, you know, that to provocative provocativeness, or, you know, a woman being real loose. Like, I don't like to wear a lot of clothes. I don't like to wear a lot of clothes. When I'm in the house, like, I'm not wearing like a lot of clothes, you know. I might just be walking around naked. So, you know what I'm saying? And when I really thought about it, I was like, oh, wow, like, that's so true. And that's why the natural instinct is to not, well, for me anyway, the natural instinct is not for me to be covered. Like, and that's true. But, you know, because I know the proclivities of people, and I know their intentions, and I know, you know, that everybody's walking around so sexualized and so toxic, like, I'm going to cover myself because I don't want that type of attraction, you know. And I can only cover myself to a certain point, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I am curvaceous, you know, so the curves will show. So unless, like, I'm just wearing a sheet, you know, you will still be able to gauge my body structure to a certain point, but I'm not going to, you know, over what is that word, over, like, exaggerate my body to draw attention, to draw sexual attention, to draw sexual energy, to have, you know, people lusting after me, to have people, you know, looking at me in that light. That's not an energy and a type of intention or attention that I want to bring upon myself. So, you know, I will alter, not even alter, but I will continue to, like, be modest. But the whole idea that that's a European concept, like, I never thought about that. And so it's so important to, like, you know, be open to, like, different things that you may come across, but see if they resonate with you. See if they resonate with you. You can't take everybody's word for what it is, or take everybody's, you know, ideologies as your own. You have to see if that really resonates with you, you know. That's like, even the eclipse that happened, right? There were so many different things about, don't go outside if your energy is off, you know, or be outside, you know, absorb the energies that are coming through. And I really sat and I thought about, and I was like, you know what, I was saying that you shouldn't go outside because it's a very sacred thing, but when I really thought about it, I don't align with that concept, right? I want to absorb that energy. I know that the moon has a particular frequency when it's out, especially when it's full. There's a particular essence that is given off. So does the sun. So I can only imagine when those two energies are actually combined, right? That is an energy that, you know, I want to be able to soak up. I want to be able to internalize a energy that I feel like, you know, is going to be super a super catapulting energy for me. You know what I mean? And so why not? Why would I not want to be in that experience? And I was kind of upset because I was like, dang, I missed it, because I didn't go outside. And now that, like, I kind of wish, like, I did. And that's what the awakening process is about. That's what your spiritual journey is about. Figuring out the things that you resonate with versus the things that you don't. Figuring out the ideologies that are yours versus the ideologies that are not. Figuring out who is it that I want to be in this space, in this time? What are the characteristics that I need in order to do that? What type of people do I want to surround myself by? What type of legacy or, you know, and I'll go into legacy another time, but, just for right here, right now, what is it that I aspire to? And how can I get there the best way and the best version of who I am? Completely, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, all those different ways, right? And so I said, okay, I'm going to be for real about this journey. I need to be for real about this journey. Like, I've let a lot of things go, you know, my business, the herbs, like, I haven't really been pushing the herbs like I should, or like I'm supposed to. Like, I haven't really been serious about it. Matter of fact, I'm about to, when I tell y'all, like, I am for real, like, getting it together. I am for real, like, going to be about my business, right? If you connected to me, you're going to be about your business. Like, it's birds of a feather flock together. That's what this is. That's what this community is. And so, I'm excited about that. But, you know, it's my journey. It's my journey. It's my spiritual journey. You guys are invited, and it's time that I stop making excuses. It's time that, I come into the essence of the being that I am in this very moment, in this very space of time that is divine. We think about eternity and we say, oh, when we die, then we'll have eternity. No, eternity is right now. How is this not eternity? This is a space and time, of moment in existence of eternity. It's a here right now moment of time and eternity. Like, why not? Why not do what you want? Make it pop. The things that you're dealing with, if they're not serving you, let them go. Let them go. But anyways, y'all, so that is all my rant for today. My rant in my car. I'm gonna go inside and take care of my little ones. But yeah, guys, so make sure that you guys are on Too Raw for TV.tv. That's where The Awakening, my podcast, happens. Last week we talked about honoring the womb space, and I had an amazing sister on, Julia. She's amazing. And we talked about how do women really honor the womb? Like, what is the purpose of the womb outside of just housing a baby? Like, there's so many things about the womb. Like, our womb is intuition, our womb is direction, and we're so disconnected from our womb. And the episode was all about how do we take care of it, how do we transition back to being able to hear our womb and feel our intuition and heal the womb, right? And when a woman heals her womb, everything is just automatically falls into alignment, because that's the creation, that's the birthing process. And no matter how much your government be trying to give a womb to everybody is not that privy. Everybody does not carry that privilege. And that's a very high special privilege you carry if you carry a womb. And, regardless if your womb has birth or your womb has not birth, it's a very, very, very divine thing to carry a womb. So with that being said, y'all, I talked to y'all for 20 minutes. I just sat here and I just really just talked for 20 minutes. Listen, y'all. All right, later.